Hello, welcome to Amani's Infinite Love. Good to always be back on the podcast, honestly, and super grateful for this episode because so much experience has been accumulated and had ever since I did my last episode. I'm still here in Thailand, and really just a short synopsis of what I want to share today is about. I came up this with this word while I was walking today, and I thought it was nice. Dematerializing my life and just the byproducts that has um been gained within my life, like when dematerializing food and pornography and just a lot of human desires of the flesh, really all things physical. I have been noticing I've been like constantly urged to purge lately. Ooh, bars. Um, but those things I've noticed that the byproducts of them have just been immense. Like I'm seeing so much increase within my health, my wellness, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and just everything. So that's what I would mainly like to talk about today. But you know me, before I get into the deepness, I like to just take a second and have some deep, mindful breaths so we can be here, be present. So if you're not already comfortable, or maybe get in a spot where you can at least shake it off, you know what I'm saying? I did some weeks of Tai Chi and Qigong, so really learning how to um maximize my breath and my movements as well. So also I've learned I don't know if this is just me, it's probably not honestly, but I noticed I clench my jaw a lot, so I just want you to be mindful, and I'm gonna be mindful throughout this episode as well, not clenching our jaw, locking up anything. Maybe it's your shoulders where you're just like super tense in your shoulder. But whatever where you're tense at, I would invite you to just lighten up that space so we can enjoy this enlightening space of conversation. For me, it's right now my jaws and my back. So just loosening up that area. And now I would like to do three breaths with 9 seconds inhaling and 9 seconds exhaling. I'll go ahead and just snap it off. Hopefully the mic picks it up. But it's going to be 9 seconds in and then immediately release. And my intentions personally within this breath would be to just be very present with each moment. And so this is going to be starting with my breaths, and whatever your intention is, that's you, but that's mine. So let's do it. Okay, inhale. Oh wait, I wasn't ready. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Yes, and release all that tension as well. Last one. Big inhale. Now let it all go. Mm. Ah, that was beautiful. I appreciate that present moment that I had with you all. I love our breaths. But yeah, I've really been excited, honestly, to get back into the podcast, especially after all the experiences I've been having. And one of the biggest experiences that I've had that really, I've been really wanting to make an episode about that I now get to make it about is when I've been fasting recently. And honestly, I've been fasting for a while, like intermittent fasting. Like before I even knew what intermittent fasting was, I just been like, spiritually, I just get these inclinations like, okay, do this. And so I've been stopped like I made sure like I kept my hours of eating within a very limited time period, like eating a smoothie at 12 and then stop eating like after the sun sets. And then I learned that what I was doing was intermittent fasting because I would go 16 plus hours without eating. And then once I constantly started to research more and more of the benefits of it and all that, I'm like, wow, this is great how I was just like led here and already on this path. And now I discovered what it actually means. And so honestly, I've been wanting to do like a longer fast, like a water fast, but it was just my own mind getting in my own way. And I think that's the thing with a lot of us, honestly. It's just like we get in our own way. Like our body may be telling us like to do something. Like my body has been telling me for a while to detox and fast and cleanse. And I started with, just like some fruit detoxes, maybe like, eating some papaya seeds and like parasite cleanses and different teas and herbs and stuff like that. But really I know what my body was really needing, which is like a complete like reset and detox, and I didn't want to do it. I didn't allow myself to do this because I'm still looking at all the foods that I can eat, the seafood boils back when I was in Louisiana, and oh, I'm in a new country. I want to try the cow soy and the tom yum and see what all the dishes are. But eventually I decided to do a 3 day it was like water and well it was a 3 day liquid fast. And when I did that, it honestly taught me like so much about like self-control and just also how I spend my energy and my time. What I noticed was really like eating out is honestly such like a filler episode type thing, like it's just something to do. Maybe out of boredom we eat, or especially me, I'm just gonna talk for me because it's not all the ways the same case. But for me, I notice sometimes I just may eat out of boredom because I'm just like, oh, um, I want to do something, like, and so I go out and go to a restaurant and eat, especially since I'm traveling and I don't have access to a kitchen all the time to cook like I usually do. But when I was doing that 3 day liquid fast, it taught me like how to also fill in my space and my time because it wasn't being taken up by looking for something to eat, where I'm going to eat at, what am I going to get, and it saved me so much money, right? And these are the byproducts, like just some of the byproducts that I've noticed of when I've learned to dematerialize, right? So going on this like cleansing and this purging thing really like taught me that, and I got a taste of that when I did that 3 day fast. But then when I was in Pai, man, so right now I'm in Chiang Mai and I was here before. But I went to a city called Pai in Thailand, and it's just like 3, 4 hours from here. It's a really gorgeous city. Hopefully I can edit this video, maybe import some clips, but if not, I'll upload another YouTube video. Um, but it's a very mountainous city, but oh my God, guys, Pi really, 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 I don't know if I want to say tested, but yeah, it tested me because the days in Pi were lovely, but the nights there, oh my God. You know, when I went there, my intentions were I wanted to be at peace because it's like labeled as a very like chill city, a bunch of hippies and stoners go there. Because it's just a really relaxed town, it has mountains everywhere, beautiful places to watch the sunset, just beautiful, beautiful scenery, waterfalls, bamboo bridges, Chinese village. They just got um, so much great scenery there. And that's why the days were beautiful. But the nights, the first night I got there, the hotel that I booked, seen bugs in the bed. And I thought I was tripping. I'm like, man, what is this? And I thought it was bed bugs. And when I looked it up, it was. So I was sleeping with bed bugs. I thankfully I didn't get bit because I had on long sleeves everything because I'm always paranoid about bed bugs. Like always. That's like one of my worst nightmares. I was like, I do not ever want to have like a bed bug problem or ever getting bitten by bed bugs. And just so happened, it showed up. And yeah, I was confronted with the bed bugs first night, so I didn't get like any sleep. Most of my nights in Pi were just very, very restless because then after I moved from this hotel, right, I went to another one and it was super beautiful. When I went there, I was like, okay, this is the place because it seems like it's so peaceful. It was like a little bit outside of the city, right? But guess what they had at nights? Rats in the room, in the wall, scratching every night. Every night, these motherfuckers. Like they was just trying to escape through the wall. And I'm like, oh my God, bro. Told the host about it. He moved me to a room. That room still had rats. I mean, it wasn't as bad, but also at the same time, this is busy season in Thailand. So all of my other options, there really was none. Everything was booked up. So I slept with the rats for like 9 days. I think it was actually 10 because I had to extend um a couple more days because the hotel that I wanted to get to, they weren't open up until then. So I say all that to say, actually while I was at the rat the place with the rats, that's when I decided to do another fast. And I was only going to do water this time. And I initially planned on only doing 3 days again, but I ended up doing 3 days and it was like, okay, I can do another day because honestly, like the first 2 days are like the worst days of the fast, right? Like I was feeling like the usual fast and symptoms, just irritated and especially more because I haven't really gotten any sleep, because of rats in my room every night and I'm constantly waking up in the middle of the night, to rats. And yeah, just lightheaded, very lightheaded. My energy levels weren't up there yet. But on the third day, I noticed that I'm like, okay, yeah, like I feel better. Like I can keep going. I can keep going like one more day. And so I went another day, the fourth day, and I was like, okay, cool. I made it 4 days, water fast. And I just felt so light and very like tight a little bit. Like my stomach, it was just like because there was nothing entering in my system except like water and I was drinking like some tea or whatever. Um, but yeah, I felt very good, very light. And I was like on the fourth day, I'm like, okay, cool. On day five, I'm gonna break my fast, do some I was thinking about like avocado smoothie. Hey, yo, that shit slapped though. Like when I got here and I first heard about avocado smoothie, I'm like, how would I drink that? But then I drank it and I'm like, oh yes, I like avocado smoothies. Shout out to avocado smoothies. But on the fifth day I actually was like pouring, it was storming the whole day. And so I didn't want to go out on my motorbike and get wet just to get some avocado smoothie. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go 5 days, 5 days, without water. And this time, honestly, was so amazing for me because the amount of self-control that I had in learning how to purge all of these desires because also it's November, so I'm practicing No Nut November. And we all have our different strengths and weaknesses and things that we're really good at and some things that maybe we can use some help with. So I'm just checking my clock because I'm gonna have to go soon. But one of my things that I've really just been working on is also having self-control with my sexual desires. And slowly but surely, like I've just constantly been being led for like over a year now on this path of purging a lot of physical desires, like when it comes to pornography, when it comes to masturbating, now fasting, and also it started like when I was like 13, like I stopped eating meat, right? And I've been pescatarian ever since I was 13. I'm 21 now, about to be 22, December 20th. Save the date so you can tell me happy birthday. Infinite Love G, my Instagram. But constantly purging all of these physical desires that I've had, like it has taught me so much that really I've learned that famous quote, there's a famous quote that says like needing nothing attracts everything. Oops. And it really does, like I experienced it firsthand, especially on my 5-day fast of nothing but water. Like, and I was just sitting there meditating and praying and really going within. And I felt so much lighter because honestly, the whole point, well, I actually did my fast with a 3-day, it was like the three P's. So peace, um, what was it? Peace, passion, and power. So that was the original, because it was only supposed to be 3 days. So day one, I did like the peace, the passion, and the power. And I was just constantly focusing my energy and my attention on each of these energies each day and charging myself up because, I wasn't able to get the nourishment from the physical food I ate. So it would come from my input of energy, that I was able to retain and give back into myself. And just doing this, like I was like, damn, I see why dude Jesus was popping. They say, right? I mean, hey, who knows, what's real, right? But when they say that Jesus fasted for 30 days and he, got tempted by the devil on the hill and stuff like that, like just that whole story, it's inspiring, and I want to do a 30-day fast. I'm gonna actually be doing another fast, um, very much extended. Still trying to see how many days, but I'm starting tomorrow, or maybe. I don't think I can. I should tell you. I don't know, but basically, right. The main point that I really want to convey with me, purging and fasting and becoming lighter and dematerializing myself from so many things is because I'm at a point where I really want to be as authentic as possible within every aspect of my being, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all the bodies that I inhabit in this multi-division dimensional realm um that I am, right? I want to be as authentic and vibrating at my highest capability in each of these realms. And fasting has allowed me to really go within so much and see the byproducts of this authenticity, right? Because I've worked so much on my mental health since I was very young, like years of therapy, years of self-reflection. And I believe that's why I'm just so very self-aware at my young age because I've been putting in so much work, so much time, so much energy and effort to make sure like, okay, mentally I'm okay. Mentally, I know how to think for myself. I know how to, um, just think, yeah, for myself basically, and getting myself prepared emotionally to where I can accept my emotions, where I can embrace my emotions, where I can feel my emotions and not reject them, where I can talk about it, and that's why I'm so open. And I've had podcast episodes about this because as an emotional being. I'm a Cancer moon, just putting that out there. But as just the emotional being that I am, um, I found it really, really, really vital for me to accept and love and embrace this part of myself and not brush it off like I used to as like, oh, just me being sensitive and me um just really rejecting that side of myself. And I've learned to open up and embrace and feel and be like, no, this is the superpower. I can feel, I'm not a robot. I have emotions and I can process and feel these emotions and then let these emotions go and just enjoy the process and be like, okay, yeah, I felt this and now I feel this. And yeah, I know what that feels like. And it's honestly fun to me now to just feel and process it and be like really involved with the emotions that come up for me and really just feel them and experience this and then be like, okay. And then when they're ready to be released or just glide out, then I can allow that. I can feel that, as well. And so it's just like a whole roller coaster of emotions. And I think it's fun. It's a fun roller coaster for me. I like roller coasters. So I've learned to enjoy the ride of my emotions, enjoy the freedom of my mind and learning how to think and yes, prosper within my thoughts, plant fruitful thoughts as well. Spiritually, I've done so much work on making sure spiritually I am cleansed, I am protected. Oh, these are some great affirmations. Gotta start back on my affirmations, but um and also spiritually in tune, wise, being in tune and um consciously aware of my spiritual body, of the spiritual um light that I am. So I think just the cultivation of all these things that I've just ingrained, because like I said, this is so many multi-dimensional bodies that we inhabit in so many different parts of ourselves that we can explore. And I allow myself to explore these realities, these possibilities, these um, experiences. And I've seen that now with me really focusing on my overall health and well-being, especially on my physical health and well-being now more than ever. It has heightened up everything. Like everything is just like working together. I feel like all in my favor, like everything that I've been doing for years, for months, for, everything that I've been intuitively guided to be like, okay, that's enough of that. Okay, let's stop doing this. Okay, let's start implementing that. Like the more that I allow myself to get out of the way, right, and not procrastinate and not set up these boundaries and just getting out of the way. I've just been learning how to get out of my own way and really just allow the truth to be right? The truth of my health and the wellness that I feel inside to now be expressed around my body. I look lighter. I feel lighter. I'm constantly every day feeling more and more healthier because I'm walking so much and I'm just cleansing. I'm being super conscious and aware of what am I consuming? What am I putting into my body? What am I eating? When am I eating? How is this going to affect me? How do I feel? And I noticed that the more and more I do this, like, you know, I can't tolerate a lot of shit that I used to. Like I really I have a low tolerance for a lot of things, especially because I've been training my body so much. Like after fasting, I cannot eat sweets anymore. Like was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday I had got like this latte and I was eating like some fruits in the morning. I had like apples with peanut butter, and the peanut butter had some sugar in it. I usually try to get unsweetened peanut butter, but that's all they had. So I was like eating the apples and the peanut butter, and then I drank the latte, and then I had like an orange. And I think I had one more thing, I don't know, but like I just know at the end of it, like it literally felt like I'm not being dramatic. Like it really felt like my brain was rotting. Like I can just feel it felt like my brain was just like, oh my God, too much sugar. I'm rotting. And I was like, oh hell no. I'm not eating sugar no more. Because honestly, when I fasted, like all the cravings for sugar disappeared. Like I haven't been craving anything sweet. And the only reason I got that coffee was because like I wanted to like I don't know, like kind of wake up a little bit, and yeah, I haven't drunk it in a while. And so I had got it sweetened with honey instead of sugar, thinking that'd be better, but like it was just like it was still really, really sweet, and just all the sweetness from the fruits that I was eating as well with the peanut butter, it was just too much, and now that like I've grown this like resilience in my body, like immediately my body tells me when something is off, when I just don't feel right. Like I feel the effects. Like I had tried to eat some pasta too one time, and I really haven't been eating anything very heavy, mainly just a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. I eat a few soups every now and then. But just like when I eat something really, really heavy now, like just a lot of oil, a lot of fats or something like that, my body like immediately as soon as I eat it, like tells me like, like don't do that shit again. For real. So. But I'm grateful though. Like, I'm grateful that my body is communicating this to me, because I'm so, so, so consciously aware of everything that I'm consuming. Even when it comes to media, like I have such a low tolerance now. And for this, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that my body is so tired of the bullshit because I've allowed myself to purge and be like, hey. Let me give this bullshit a break. Let me allow myself to go within and be with my body, be one with my body, not allow any bullshit to penetrate my body. And I've had these periods, of fasting and purging and just meditating and sitting with me, just me. And now I see like my body immediately is just like alerts up, you know what I'm saying? Like immediately. So, um, I honestly just wanna come on here and say give appreciation to my body, my systems. Shout out to the body. Like the more that I study and this has honestly led me to do more research on the body, on the organs, on health and just wellness because honestly, our bodies are fucking the most amazing technology ever. Ever. We got billions and trillions of cells. I'm gonna have to go soon. That's like rooting for us all the time. And it's amazing how we are really designed to be healthy and well, and just the technology that we are is beautiful. And so I just wanted to come on here and then share my experiences of being in tune with my bodies, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all those things that I existed in. Um, and just give appreciation to also me that took a leap of faith and was like, okay, even though this is something that I'm comfortable with, even though this is something that I'm used to, especially food, you know what I'm saying? I love some food. I haven't eaten seafood in a while, bro, too. Like, I've been just allowing, like, I've mainly been eating like a vegan diet and not pescatarian lately, because I'm not close to the sea and I really don't feel that comfortable, with eating seafood here. So, shout out to the me that also was like a little bit scared, that was a little bit hesitant to give up the comfortable life and desires that I had. That was like, okay, I want to listen to what I'm being um told and provided through my intuition. Because I can say right now, like as I'm here and really in tune and in touch, like I'm so grateful um that I'm constantly learning how to give up more and give up the desires of the flesh so that I can be in my spirit because honestly, that's something nobody can take away. Nobody can take away. And this time has also allowed me to develop so much more skill sets and passions and loves. I'm back into my music. That's where I'm actually going to go now. I'm going to go jam with a guitarist friend I met, and I'm back into just such a beautiful, unique rhythm that I've really been tapped into lately. So. I wouldn't. I'm so grateful that I can trade and give up. I'm honestly now looking for more stuff that I can give up. Like I was just thinking today, I'm like, dude, I got like too much stuff. I need to go like give some of these clothes away. I'm just in a space where I really want to be as light and just authentic as possible. Like a lot of shit I see is so just bullshit. We don't need it. We really don't. And the only thing that I'm looking for right now is me. Things that cannot be ever taken away. And so all the physical material stuff really has not been of any interest to me. And I'm grateful because that's the overall crumbling and falling and diminishing because we are the new world order. Their world order is not in place. We are the new world order, the people order, right? The spirit's order. So that's my take on dematerializing life and getting back into the spirit and enjoying the spirit and the soul. So thanks for being with me as I share my journey, and I wish you lots of love. I'm sorry, I send you lots of love on your journey of this transformation. It's a very transformative experience, and I know that you are also doing your work to enjoy and embrace your truth and your spirit. So, with that, infinite love to you. Thank you so much for joining me in this space and sharing this conversation with me. Send you lots of love. Infinite love, my people. Namaste.